Welcome back to Uncomplicated, and we're back in Goddess to do the cleanup work. I mean, last week was fun with the expanding foam, but I don't think I ever want to work with that again. But today is the big cleanup. Basically, I have to cut all of the pieces off the wall. That's been sticking out and it looks like alien, and I have, have a look. And that's not even the worst. I mean, the worst is this corner. I think it's safe to say Helen actually did a much better job than I, squirting that stuff. And I've decided if there's any holes left now, any little bits where I need to redo stuff, I'm just going to use some silicone and be done with it, because that doesn't make half the mess and isn't as toxic. And again, my favorite tool for the day is gonna be my trusted knife, as I think this is the only way to get rid of this stuff. So let's get going. Will you check out how I just rode here?
Oh my god!
I know, it's higher than me.
Yeah! Oh, good grief!
It was okay though. There was a police thing going on at some point where there was 3 police cars with blinky lights and sirens going. I'm like,
yeah, you're thinking, oh my god, please don't stop me.
Yeah, they were actually going past
Oh
it.
dear.
But yeah, that was a kind of a scary moment for a bit. But yeah. I thought I'll give it a go, and if it doesn't fit, I'll do it some other time.
Yeah.
But this is like cork underlay for flooring.
Yeah.
So I can fix a couple of the holes with it, and in the floor, and I can lay it under it, and then I can fix up whatever.
Yeah.
I think a spatula works better than the knife. Carpet knife work.
Wow.
So now this wall's now finished.
Yeah.
I've taken this all off, like I have on both walls.
Yeah.
But silicone that I put into some places like here.
Yeah.
It's just because it wouldn't stick in there, but we didn't see it because the foam was expanding.
Okay.
Or whatever. So there's a whole big patch here where the styrofoam came out with the expanding foam. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to patch it up with silicone now. It's going to be fine. Yeah. It's not a huge hole, but it's, you know.
And you're not going to see it because we're going to cover it over anyway.
Yeah, that's right. And the floor here, as you can possibly remember, was completely piled up with styrofoam, with expanding foam. To get that back off, that was a nightmare.
Oh, so it was a good idea, but it's kind of just proven a little bit of a...
Yeah, and now I feel like...
things off.
Yeah, and now I feel like I'm doing double the work because
Oh.
I'm now pushing silicone into the gaps, which I could have done straight away.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, we could have
know.
just... The trouble is, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
We thought expanding foam was going to be a good idea. We've now learned that expanding foam obviously isn't a good idea.
No. And I'll do the same under the caravan when I'm done in here. I'm going to go down under the caravan and see what I can cut off. It doesn't need to be as neat there because nothing goes over it, so that's good.
I'm hoping the bit underneath will be better because, as you say, we were trying to square it into little gaps,
Tiny gaps,
and we're kind of squirting it on top, weren't we? Whereas I suppose when you think about it, expanding foam is what you would use to, if you've got a big hole, to fill it. So I'm hoping the underneath is a lot better.
Yeah.
Because you'd use it to squirt behind like soffits and things.
Yeah,
don't they,
of course, yeah. So it's a bit of a question mark. Wow, bright in here now. Yeah, I didn't expect the sun to come out.
No, they gave rain for pretty much most of today. We haven't had anything yet. Touch wood, we don't.
That's right.
I'd ideally like it we don't, because my poor garden cannot take any more water.
Oh man, we had so many months of just waterlogged grass and lawns and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really about time we get summer.
Yeah. I'm fed up of wearing winter clothes.
I know.
As well. I'd
mean,
like to get my summer clothes out, please.
Yeah.
You know, usually by now I'm swapping my winter wardrobe over with the summer wardrobe. I'm like, nowhere near it.
This is just not happening this year.
I've got the heating on in the house.
So I'm kind of hoping that on the bank holiday, Monday, I know my Monday classes in the gym aren't on, so they are already off, and I'm kind of hoping the other people that I have there, private people, have things planned with their families, which means they're going to cancel.
Yeah.
That means I have an extra day off. If that's the case, then I really want to do Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally I would have wanted to do the cleaning for Saturday and the masticing for Sunday.
Yeah.
But let's face it, if the weather doesn't improve,
No.
that ain't gonna happen.
No.
So, but I still kind of plan of doing 2 days of something,
Yeah.
right? And then maybe get on with some stuff that, I don't know, this entire back end of the caravan just took us by surprise.
Yes. Yeah.
And ended up being way more work than we anticipated.
Yeah.
Thursday, I had a knock on the door, and it was a council worker, showed me badge, everything, letter, so it was genuine. It said he's from a test centre. I'm like, funny you should say that. I also work at a test centre, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes, where are you working? I'm like, the rapid one in the library. And he goes, no, these are different tests because we are now testing for how far the Indian variant has spread in the area.
Yeah.
This is a PCR test. You give us the swab and we will evaluate it later. And I'm like, because it could.
Yeah.
It sort of scares you quickly because you're thinking, well, I don't have a problem with giving you a swab or a test. That's not the issue here.
Yeah.
The issue is, the meaning behind it is that this might be going on for longer than we wanted it to.
Yeah, the meaning behind it is that they must be worried about it if they're doing this, going door to door.
I was getting...
And that then makes you think, oh God, please no, I can't go through a whole nother...
year of this,
a year of this, or
whatever.
You know,
in the first ever lockdown, I walked through Stockwood Park, and on the pavement they had drawn up 2 people with an arrow and the 2 meters over it. And it was permanently painted onto the pavement, and I thought at that point, oh my God, that's way more permanent than I want this to be.
Yeah.
And that feeling that I had then, and I kind of weaned now because we've gone through it now, obviously, but came straight back because there was a man on my door saying, take a test. And the scariest bit about it was when I started thinking about, and I shouldn't have started thinking about it because that's lethal these days, starting to think. right? But the worst bit was when I started thinking about if they need a separate test to test for this variant.
Yeah.
All of those rapid tests that we have all over the shop now mean nothing.
Yeah.
That may also mean that the vaccine means nothing.
Yeah.
That may also mean that we can't detect it through symptoms because they might be completely different.
Symptoms, yeah.
And that might mean we come back to right to the beginning where the hospitals were crowded with people with the virus.
I know.
Because we don't know what we're doing.
No.
And that just scared the shit out of me, because then that would mean we're going all those
we're
months
basically
back.
360 back round again.
Yeah. It's like my mum wants to talk to me once a week, and I'm thinking,
about what?
I have nothing to say.
I know.
Like, I wish I had news for you, Mum, but there's nothing big to say here.
Yeah.
I go to work, I go home, I go shopping once a week.
Yeah.
That is the extent of my life.
Oh
yeah, work on a caravan. That's also going pretty much nowhere because it's such slow progress. And I told her I had panic attacks from the age of 20.
Yeah.
And then nothing, and then a little bit in my 30s again, and then nothing. And in the last year, now you can put this down to being diagnosed with the menopause, or we're in a pandemic, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know what you want to see here, but yes, panic attacks in the last year have been, well, way more than I used to know them. And yes, I guess existential fear because I lose my income and stuff like that will do that to you. Yeah,
because you start doing the whole, oh God, if this happens again,
you're catastrophizing. You're catastrophizing.
Yeah, you start doing the whole, what do I do? Do I try? You start thinking of all these things, don't you? And you haven't got the answers to them, so you can't answer your questions.
No, there isn't, and I think that's the worst because you can't.
Yeah.
You want to, but you can't. And I think that's just it was just so. The last year was just so mentally stressful, very stressful, and yes, I totally understand if somebody says, well, your hormone changes may lead to panic attacks and stuff like that, and mental health issues with anxiety, and you're kind of thinking, this is the wrong year to try and figure out whether this has to do with hormones or actual panic attacks, you know. So I'm just going to have to write this out and see how it goes. There's no way around it now, people. That's very white and very bright to look at.
I was like, what is that?
And he has a high vis on too.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's because of this funny yellow thing in the sky that seems to be shining. I mean, I don't know what it is.
We haven't seen it.
Do we call Ghostbusters?
So we had the massive storm. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is like in the middle of the night. But that class starts at 8:30 in St Albans, which is, I don't know, 12, 13 miles away from where I live. So I need a good hour to get there.
Yeah.
Which doesn't bother me because it's an electric bike, right?
Yeah.
But even on an electric bike, when there is 50-mile-an-hour headwind, then your electronic motor is working overtime, basically, trying to fight the wind. And my legs are also trying to work overtime, trying to fight that wind, right? I went from customer to customer, obviously, after that. I had in total 6 classes yesterday.
My God.
1, 2, 3 of those included a ton of squats and lots of other exercise I haven't done in a very long time because the gym's only opened this week, right? So this morning I woke up and couldn't move.
You're like that, my God, I've died.
Yeah, exactly. So, every muscle I have not used in a very long time is just saying hello.
Yeah.
And
what do you think you're doing?
The problem was, usually if it's not that windy, you don't need the electric assistance from the bike that much, right? But it was so windy that otherwise I wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
No.
So I thought, right, assistance on all the way, keep going. As I get into town, I look at my little thing, it was blinking going, you're running out of battery, out of battery, and I'm going up the last hill and just in front of my house, the battery died.
Oh, she was like, no, I'm a fitness instructor because that's what I choose to do as a profession. I am not sitting at home in my own spare time doing fitness.
No.
I'm just going to sit on my arse and watch TV and do that. She said, and then I'm like that. Oh shit, 6 months down the line and we're going back and whoa, I can't get in my own gym gear. I've got to try and make these people think, yeah, let's work out hard. She said, while I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm going to die.
I'm not even pretending to be fair. But to be honest, that's it. You have actually just said what I feel.
Yeah.
It is a profession. I have made very little money with it in the last year, which basically means, why would I do it if I don't get paid?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I mean, no. I do like cycling, obviously, but not for the exercise. Really, it's for being outdoors.
Yeah.
Right. And like you very well know, if I don't have to use my legs, I have a electric bike.
Yeah.
Right, on the floor I go. Again. It seems to be my new favourite spot. Oh, let's do that quickly here. Okay, that's already good. Good stuff. If everything was this easy,
Yeah.
it would be great. I have a feeling
Oh. We may have to stick that back up.
well, it was stuck to the pole there.
Ooh.
So here I would like to have some silicone squirted in here and maybe there and those gaps, and then because I can still feel where this is going.
Yeah.
There's this new wood button that I've dropped in there, for example. So okay. Empty. I don't actually know what I did with the spatula. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay. Oh, good. We got a spatula, just in case I need it. Sun's gone. Getting cold again.
It's looking rather grey above us.
Yep. That's. I feel like I'm on the clock now. I want to do this before the rain comes, right? Right. Let's make this quite big, so I don't have to. This is too awesome. Mastic was so hard to get out, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's really hard. Okay, that's what I right, do it. This was hard work. Yeah, it's coming out by like millimeter after millimeter. Whereas silicone is just like.
Yes.
Woo! Oh. Oh dear. You have so no room down here. Maybe I can go there. Well, because the issue I'm having is that this is now so long. It's a new one.
Yes.
And I can't really get it anywhere. So what I'm trying to do is.
What about if you squirted it out onto the spatula and used the spatula to pull it in?
I'm going to try it with this much.
Yeah. Just wondering if that would work. The spatula might be a bit smaller to squish it in.
It seems far away, that's the problem.
Yeah.
but not the worst idea.
Shall I squirt more rum?
Yep.
Oh.
Right, I bought this.
What's this?
So it's an angle
Mm.
ruler.
Ah.
So if I want to have a
Like
90 degree angle on something, I get it set up for 90 degrees.
Mm.
And I've got my 90 degrees. It also gives you like little lines. So you can do 45 degrees, which is another very common one.
Mm.
For example, you can also do 30 or 60. So yeah,
I like it.
so I think that's really cool. Cool to have. Comes with a level too.
Mm.
Yeah. So I thought that will come in handy when I build the toilet seat,
Definitely.
because what you want is to be all on the right angle.
Yeah.
Really. That's that thing. There. Let's open this. Right.
It's a very big bag just for one thing.
I know. Welcome to Amazon.
Oh, what is it?
This is an attachment for an electric drill, so that we can finally level
Oh,
the
I
caravan.
see.
So I'm going to bring my big drill, the one that needs actual power, because that's way more powerful than that little thing that I have. And then I'm hoping to get it leveled that way before I start building shit, because you know, I want to use a level to actually make sure I'm doing it right. So that's that. I also, because once I'm on site in France one day, I won't have electricity. So I replaced my hand one, my manual one, because you know the other one broke. And since we haven't actually done anything with it, so I'm going to keep this in the van somewhere. So when I do get to France, I can actually make sure I'm going level. Let's undo this one too. Oh. This might be interesting.
Did they use enough tape?
Yeah, I mean, you know. So we're going into summer, and I thought what I really need, because we're going to start cleaning something before we paint it, for example, and things like that in the summer. And what we really need is one of these clever close drying things that hang out of the window. I'll need it anyway in the future. But now, when we then use some cleaning cloths and something, and we need to air it out, we'll just use that. Hang it out there. And by the time we finish our day, you know, in the summer at least, the stuff should be dry. I'm still talking about the summer like it's half a year away.
Yeah, well, at the moment it feels like it is, because we've had spring and we're coming out of spring, and we seem to have bypassed summer and gone straight into autumn again.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday leaves were blowing off the trees, so...
Very true. Very true. I did not think it was that big. I'm going to have to be honest. I was hoping it would fit out of the kitchen window. Now I'm thinking I'm going to have probably trouble fitting that out of that window.
Yes.
So,
But at least it's big enough so when you are in France, you can get, you know,
my
a
clothes on
couple
it.
of items of clothing on it, rather than going, how am I going to hang this t-shirt on there?
That's true. Okay, so how it works is you do basically this, and that
Might fit the bathroom, looking at that.
Oops, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try.
There you go, perfect.
It does really fit perfect.
Yeah.
Because then you could have a shower,
And then hang your towel straight
hang your
out.
towel straight away. That is cool. These paint rollers, lots and lots of these folding things, because nothing in here is big enough to warrant a bigger roller.
No.
All right, this is goodbye from Uncomplicated for today. It seems like not much has happened, but the walls are now sealed and ready for action on both sides. Put some silicone into places as well, even under the caravan. So actually I think, doesn't look like much, but something did definitely happen. Well, let's just say I'm hoping I get home dry. Yeah?
Because it's moving that way slowly. I'm watching the clouds.
Oh God, look, she's got her ball.
You got a ball!
Well, this is clearly a get out of here goodbye from Willow.